Today, Google made a big splash when they did their Made by Google launch, specifically around their new phone. However, launching 5 new hardware devices as they try to make a bigger inroad into not only their software search game that they're so successful in, but also into the competitive market of hardware. And this time, Google is doing it with the Made by Google phone, or the Pixel, as their key product. However, like I said, they did launch 5 new devices today, and I just want to walk through my take on those 5 devices and tell you why I think 4 of them have a good opportunity to be successful and the 5th one not so much. So the first one is the new Chromecast, which is their streaming device starting at $69. I think this has a big opportunity to make inroads with the non-Apple community of people looking for an Apple TV-esque device. So that one, along with the streaming and premium version, I think will be very, very successful. The Google Home, which is the Amazon Echo competitive product, and Google is now making its way into the home as being part of its AI and intelligence inside to become a chatbot search intelligence partner within your home, giving you feedback much like the Echo. I think this one will also be successful. It's an affordable device, and it's going to be very, very usable and very practical as we move into the future. The Google Wi-Fi, I have no doubt that people are frustrated and basically sick and tired of their cable providers, so an alternative will be sought after. Of course, accessibility, depending on where Google Fiber has been laid, will be one of the limiting factors as to whether or not Google Wi-Fi is successful. I think it'll be regional, but I do see great opportunities for it to expand as people definitely trust Google more than they do their cable providers and ISPs today. The 4th one is the Google Daydream, the headset, and I think that one's going to be successful as well. I think it's an elegant solution. It looks nice. It has been designed to work and be compatible with a number of different devices. Now that's going to be the one thing, is going to be compatibility. So before, when Google wasn't so much in the hardware game on the phone side, I would have imagined all the Android phones would have been compatible with Daydream. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, assuming that Google is able to get the agreements for everybody to use the Daydream for VR, I can see that device being very popular at sub $100 as well. Now, let's talk about the Pixel, the phone, Made by Google phone. This one I'm not sold on. I have to be honest, I look at the phone, it looks a lot like an iPhone. It's got a lot of the same look and feel as all the other Android devices out there. And from watching the launch and the presentation, I just couldn't really figure out what about the device that makes people have to have it. So for people who have become loyalists to the Apple iPhone series, I can't see them switching. I can't see any of them switching. For your Android user, I think it's going to come down to pricing and preference. And you know, with Samsung, Huawei, of course these devices are made by HTC, I think Google is going to have to come up with a much more compelling reason for people to buy these. Now, it could come down to the offers that they put together in a partnership with the different carriers, but at this point I'm still going to say I don't see the Google Pixel being an overwhelming success. Now, will it be a Amazon Fire Phone? I think it will do better than that. But I will say right now, and I'm calling it right now, this device will be much less successful than the advertising. Will it disrupt iPhone? I don't think at all. Will it make a dent in some of the Android market today? Maybe. But overall, I would say for this Made by Google launch, I'm impressed by their entrance into hardware or their new updates to the hardware, including the Chromecast, including the Wi-Fi solutions they've come out with. I think their Daydream headset looks great. I think Google Home will make a nice run at what Amazon's done with their Echo, and just the phone. And sadly, I know the phone was the biggest launch for them, but at this point, I'm still gonna go and put it on record that I think it will not be a success. So we'll keep eyes on it over the next few years, but as Google continues to transform, it's interesting to see a company that's so successful in services and solutions get into the hardware game, which is, I've always felt, is kind of a lowest common denominator. However, as they want to control the ecosystem, they want to control the home, they want to control data, that's a reason to add hardware devices or things on the internet. And of course, these devices are important things in all of our lives. So stay tuned. We'll see you later. you.